Derek Chisora takes on Deontay Wilder, April 4th, fight number 100 combined. What an occasion for heavyweight boxing, Frank.
Well, it's an occasion for heavyweight boxing. It's an occasion for two guys who basically are coming to the end of their career. One of them, it's one of these situations, and many times we say, you know, one of them loses, it's all over. This is a fact of life. One of them loses, it's all over.
Well, Derek says this is definitely his last fight, and he says it will be Wilder's last
fight. We'll see whether it is or isn't. He wins the fight, well, he's not going to get, if he got any opportunity to fight for a title, I'm sure he'll take it. But the fact of life is, it's a, you know, for both of them, where do they go? You know, I think with Deontay, 3 world title fights against Tyson, a loss against Yang.
Yeah.
And then you look at Derek, he's on a winning streak. But, you know, he can punch. Deontay, I know he's had some problems behind the scenes, so he knows what's at stake here, as does Derek. So, you know, one of these guys at the end of the day is going to come through, and the other one, it will literally be the end of their career.
It's amazing, this story, because this was first talked about 2013. I think it was supposed to happen in like June 2013. And it feels like if you'd have stopped the clock at various points, either man could have been favourite. A few years ago, you probably wouldn't put Chisora in a ring with Wilder because Wilder was so dangerous, knocking everyone out. I think Derek might even be the favourite now. How are you seeing it?
I think you may be right there. I think people will look at it that way. You know, Deontay, I understand he had a little bit of a set to today at a talk sport. He's got the bit between his teeth. So we'll see what he brings to the party. I speak to Shelley Finkel, who's his manager, and they say he's in a really good place. But everybody's going to say everything leading up to the fight.
It's afterwards, isn't it? It comes out.
Once that bell goes, you're going to see where they are. You know, these two guys, they got a wealth of experience before, you know, between them. You know, one of them was world champion. What was he? 6 or 7 years he was world champion. Massive puncher, statistically the hardest punching heavyweight out there, in apparently in heavyweight history. And Derek is a guy who's, you know, with 13 losses in his career, who's constantly overcome adversity, and he's on a run at the moment, and he believes in himself, and this is unbelievable. The two of them, as you say, the big 5-0 or 100 between them. But this is the moment of truth.
So we've said the loser, I mean, it's retirement probably, but the winner, where does it place them in the heavyweight landscape?
Would be the IBF, maybe wind up becoming the mandatory. We'll see. But they'll be in a good position, and then we'll see where we go. I mean, Deontay obviously wants another crack at the world title. He'll want to fight Usyk. Usyk at the moment is dealing with his WBC commitments. He's going to fight an MMA fighter, and then the WBC will order him to fight against Ajit Kabayel, and then the other ones are falling into place. So, you know, it's how long it will take to make it happen.
So what's happening with the rest of the division? We've got, I mean, you're the man to ask, because Fabio Wardley is your guy. He's the WBO world champion.
Fabio will fight probably early May. Daniel Dubois, he'll fight around the same time. Lawrence Okoli, he'll be out. These guys are all going to be busy.
It just feels like there's
Ajit's going to fight again in May.
Yeah, they're all there. We need announcements. I guess these will all come very soon.
We've got to make the fights first. You can't announce them until you get the signatures on the paper. And we've got a wealth of fights that we'll be announcing. I keep saying within the next couple of weeks, it will be in the next couple of weeks. And you can add to that, and the WBO have ordered it already with Hamza. He's got his world title fight, Denzel, and there's a couple other which we're going to come from left field that we're announcing next week, which everyone's going to love.
Okay, well, look out for that. What's going on with Hamza? So it was meant to be Diego Pacheco,
He pulled out. He didn't want to fight Hamza, so he didn't want to fight for the world title. So that tells you a lot about Hamza, especially after that great win he had in America. So Hamza will now fight the German for the title, and that's where we are.
Okay, very interesting. This week, I'm sure you'll be heading up to Liverpool tomorrow. I'm heading up there tonight. This is big, Frank. It's Nick Ball, and it's full for
Look,
defence.
he's one of the most exciting fighters in the world, Nick. And you look at his record and look at the quality of the opponents that he's faced. There's not a lot of people that can match him for that. He's fought all the guys at top level. And one of them he got that terrible draw against. This is a tough fight for him. Figueroa is a former 2-time world champion. He's given a stack of height away. I know he gives height away with most fights, but I mean, really tall guy, and it's going to be interesting. But he's up for it. And one thing's for sure, it's going to be exciting, and it's a really good, solid undercard.
Well, we had a new WBC featherweight champion crowned over the weekend. Bruce Carrington, who's done a load of media, says he wants Nick Ball, says he's thinking about coming to Liverpool as well, getting a look.
Nick's not ducked anybody. So let's get this one out of the way, and then we can talk about it.
Yes, hopefully so. Andrew Kane against Alejandro Gonzalez. It feels like Andrew Kane is getting closer and closer, knocking on the door.
Andrew's a very capable fighter. You know, Paul Stevenson's got a great stable of fighters up there, and he's a good manager, and he's a great trainer. He's a great trainer and a great manager. And he's done brilliantly with his fighters, and we as their promoters have given them all the opportunities and the platforms to go and show what they're all about. So they're in their hometown, their own backyard. They've got home advantage. It's now up to them to go out there and take advantage of that.
And the other young buck coming through in Liverpool, Jack Turner, he's not so young.
Babyface assassin.
24 now.
He can fight, he can punch, he's exciting. And I'm really looking forward to seeing him on Saturday.
It feels like in those weight divisions, things can start moving very, very quickly. He's getting up there in the rankings as well.
He is, and quite deservedly so. And this again is another move in the right direction. But he's got to win the fight. But one thing for sure, you'll be entertained with him.
And how much will we be entertained on April the 4th with Chisora Wilder? I mean, this one just has to deliver, right?
It ain't going a distance.
No.
It won't go a distance. You know why? Because they got older. They rely on their skills rather than speed and things like that. So this, as soon as that bell goes, they're going to be in it. And I think it'll get down to who catches who first.
What did you think, by the way, of Deontay Wilder sticking it on Simon Jordan? Do you think he's going to cop one at some point?
Who?
Simon Jordan.
In what way?
Wilder stuck it right on him, apparently.
Well, I heard all that, but I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it. And, you know, to be quite honest, it's quite irrelevant to what we're talking about. I want to see Derek and Wilder, because that's what it's all about. That's what people pay for.
Correct.
That's what they're going to watch. That's what they're going to see. They're going to see a fight with two guys fighting for their career. And it's not a bullshit thing where, you know, sometimes we say, oh, the loser's got nowhere to go. The loser's done. It's all over.
As is this interview. Thank you very much.
All or nothing.
Okay.